Hello friends, I'm Lauren with This Alaska Life, and we have reached the point in the summer where we are really feeling the effects of the midnight sun here in Alaska. The birds are chirping till really late at night. They probably stop chirping for maybe 2 hours at this point before they start up again. That's how little darkness we're having right now. And that means for our family, we go, especially when we have weather like this. So over the last couple days, I've been bringing the camera along with me to show you some of our fun adventures and how the constant sunlight affects our life here in Alaska. So I hope you enjoy coming along and seeing how a family takes advantage of so many hours of daylight here in Alaska during the summer. Let's get going. Hello friends, it is a beautiful morning here in Alaska, and today we are going on an adventure, crossing off several things on our summer bucket list, and we thought we'd bring you along. But first, I'll show you a little update of the upstairs garden. Everything is looking beautiful. Everything's growing in beautifully. We did lose one plant here, so I planted something different, but these ones are doing amazing, draping off the sides. I think this one over here is my favorite. These have just gotten so big and pretty. And then I do have a bit of lettuce coming up. I don't think I ever showed you guys this. And then some basil coming up here. So our good little strawberry plant, we've eaten about 5 strawberries off of it. But look at all these flowers. Oh, here's a couple strawberries hiding. So that's really fun. First thing on my list today is to get the water bottles filled. We were sent this SimPure water filtration system. You can find it on Amazon. Sometimes people's house water is not good. We have well water. Sometimes it doesn't taste good. Sometimes people's water has impurities in it. So you may need a water filtration system. We're gonna give this one a try and fill up the water bottles today. It's really nice and sleek. We can just have that on the countertop. Oh, of course, Miss Luna, the inspector, must know what's going on, huh? Are you inspecting our new water filter? I bet you'll love the water from here. Kitties love fresh water. Okay, that's really simple. You unlock it, pop it up, pull this off. All right, so we have our composite filter, reverse osmosis membrane. Those are doing all the work in there. Here it says filtering. All right, it took about 5 to 10 minutes to filter the water. I love that you can just push it and walk away, but I did read that you can also push this button and just fill as much as you want. So let's fill it the rest of the way.
Just water.
Tastes good. We're ready to go? All right, many of you have wondered what the Mom Box is. Mom Box started when we were homeschooling. The boys earned tickets to buy things out of the Mom Box, special treats that we didn't normally have around. Well, we don't do homeschool anymore, but during the summer we do still like to have some fun snacks around that we don't normally eat, and I actually keep them in the garage in a bin. Usually we'll just grab a couple things out of the Mom Box and take it with us. But today, because they're gonna have lots of cousins along that are gonna probably want snacks too, I'm just gonna bring the Mom Box along, and then they can each pick out 2 or 3 things from it when we're at the sand dunes. We are planning on going out to lunch, so we don't need full lunches packed today, but the Mom Box will be perfect for treats. When we're at home, I like the boys to choose snacks from the fruit bowls, the refrigerator, yogurts, apples, carrots, things like that. But it's also fun to have some not so healthy snacks every once in a while. I know, we'll miss you. You can have a nice nap while we're gone. The boys have all gone outside already and are in the van, so she's sitting there wishing she could come along.
Why is everything so heavy?
Okay, we need to put stuff in that. All right, we're loading up for a little hike to some sand dunes. Chose to come today because it's a little bit overcast, and it can get really hot at the sand dunes, like burning hot. Okay. Thank goodness for cousins. With these boys, if you're not ready to like sprint, you're left in the dust. I wore sandals today. And I'm walking at a good clip, but they're just gone. They know the way. It's just a short walk, maybe a quarter of a mile, if that. So this is called the Kincaid Motocross and Sand Dunes. We are out by the ocean. Sometimes right behind me here, there'll be really noisy motorbikes going around the motocross. So here's the motocross, and there's the ocean out there. The tide is out. This is a perfect day for sand dunes. If it's hot, the sand just burns your feet. So the kids really have a good time here. I'll show you some of the fun. All right, we're at the sand dunes. Well, let's go do. Oh my goodness, Bennett. That's a nice landing. It's a lot of work. You guys look like you're storming a beach. You don't get enough sledding in the summer or the winter time. What you doing, Ed? Oh, okay.
I've been filming.
Oh, we have our cousin Phineas here. Cutest little pup. My brother Reggie. Hi, Free.
Oh, hi to the camera. Hi, Jen. Hi, sweet boy.
There you go. See?
Had that pretty much on your own.
He just needed the feeling. Have him spot you again, though.
Yes.
You need a snack, sir. It's like a big long tongue.
I really love it.
Whoa! Much deeper when you get down here than it looks from the top even. Woo! Whoa!
Yes.
You can see the mountains now. They've been hiding.
This is the standy.
This is the hunter cam. It's the hunter cam. The hunter cam. Hunter cam. With Sean involved. That looks like it hurt.
It did.
All right, that turned into a very hot adventure. It's 2 o'clock now. We spent a good time. We spent a good long time there. Heading back to the car, and then we're gonna go check off the next thing off of our summer bucket list, which is Arctic Roadrunner hamburgers along the Campbell Creek. And I think mostly the kids are just gonna play in the creek because it's so hot. Okay, so we are at Arctic Roadrunner. This is a local company that's been around forever. You want a burger though?
Look at the baby ducks.
My kids will probably eat a whole thing of those pickles before we leave. Oh, see here. Are you gonna eat a whole thing of those pickles?
Yes, I already have.
All right.
Okay, and here's 2 strawberries.
We got burgers, fries, galore.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Pickles. But they're so cute. They're not afraid of anybody, are they? Oh, maybe they are a little bit. Well, we made it home. Dirty, exhausted, happy from an awesome day with friends and cousins. Now I'm gonna unload stuff and get dinner started pretty soon. Boys are taking showers to get cleaned off from all the sand, and the adventure continues at home. All right, this is what happens. Midnight sun. 9 o'clock at night. He looks good for 40 years old tomorrow. Woohoo! These boys are so lucky to have Mark as their dad. Oh! I thought it was time for bed, but is it time to make a masterpiece? So we typically have an 8 o'clock bedtime around here, but at this point in the summer, it just flies out the window. Nobody's ready to go to bed until around 10, and then it's still bright out. I'll show you. Wow!
All right, now we're at 4, so we get to take it. All right, it is 10 o'clock at night. We are going on a hike for summer solstice. So 10 o'clock, the sun is still way high in the sky. Gonna go a hike with the boys. So this is a fairly popular thing to do up here in the solstice time, to go hike a mountain and see the sun from the top at midnight. So I'm having to hike way up the park. The lot's totally full, almost no parking. Pretty cool. It seems a little bit darker over there, but the sun is trying to poke out through the clouds. It's still really high in the sky.
Our people?
So for the summer solstice around here, we get about 22 hours of daylight and then a little bit of twilight. I need my breath, but so it may seem a little bit darker than it is, but the sun's blocked by a cloud. So as soon as it goes below that cloud, it's going to be super bright again.
I told you.
We are getting up to the upper ridges here at Mount Baldy. Oh, it's beautiful. This time of year is always a little bittersweet because you have so much daylight, but you know, every day after this, you're gonna be losing daylight, and that's a little depressing because you got the darkness coming on quick. All right, it's 10:40 at night. We're just about at the summit ridge here. It's awesome. Being up here makes you feel small in a good way. Long shadow for 11 o'clock or 10:40 at night.
Oh, really? Oh,
So fun.
yeah.
It's called Blacktail Rocks. I've never been up there. We should totally go sometime.
Halfway up.
See that ridge? I see like little, there's people on that one.
That looks like
And I think there's people on that ridge over there too.
like you're taking the first photo for us.
Do you want a jacket? I have one for you.
So from up here, you kind of get up higher, you can see 3 or 4 glaciers back there at the head of the valley. There's Polar Bear Glacier up on the top there, Eagle River Glacier, or Eagle Glacier, and a couple others.
Just joking.
Excuse me?
All right, so it's 11 o'clock. The sun is still way up there. I don't know if we're gonna be up here till midnight, but maybe by the time we get home.
Hey, it's 11.
GoPro. My dad has an old GoPro. Hoping you're getting it. But
All right, we're having a group photo up here. All right, heading down. It's
Wait for Sid. Hey, wait for Sid. Hey, Sid.
I just remember when you tried this man.
don't keep them.
I'm admiring the wildflowers at 11:30 at night. All right, we just got back to the parking lot. It is just about midnight. We got more people showing up. It's kind of a festival. We've got some kind of lightsaber battle going on in the back, but you can tell Alaskans, we love Solstice.
That is known.
Well, 11:51 and we're just getting back to the car. Awesome hike. All right, let's go home, guys.
Another day, another outing. We are headed to the lake. Yes, we swim in our lakes in Alaska. The same lakes that we go ice fishing on are now our summer playground. So it's time to fill up our water bottles again. This is our new SimPure water filtration system. So this converts our tap well water into healthy drinking water by removing 99.9% of the thousands of pollutants that can be in it, including viruses, bacteria, heavy metals like lead. Gotta do it again because it's a big water bottle. Yep, it's not a push hard thing. It's a touch screen, Everett. I think you actually have to hold it down.
Okay.
You have to hold it down for like 3 seconds. Filling up. I love that it's on Amazon. You can rebuy the filters on Amazon. It is a 4-stage water dispenser. So you have a water tank, then you have your 2 filters and an internal pure water reservoir. So it has to go through that system and then it's ready to fill. So right now it's filtering the next batch of water because it's not an instant process. So it's filtering it from the reservoir in the back into the internal reservoir, and then we can continue to fill up our water bottles with nice pure water.
Pretty good.
We do not like buying throwaway water bottles, and this is a perfect solution. We just continue to refill all of our water bottles each time we go out. And then when I get home, if I have any left in it, I go out and I water the flowers with it. So this is a good little system for us. And it's very compact and nice on the countertop. So we're letting it filter, and then we'll continue to fill up some more water bottles. We are struggling a little bit this morning. I am not as organized as normal, so I'm just gonna bring a loaf of bread, some peanut butter and honey, maybe some jelly, and just make sandwiches there when kids get hungry, because sometimes I make sandwiches and then they never eat them, but if I don't bring anything, they will for sure be starving and very hangry. So just gonna pack some peanut butter, which we're almost out of. Got more in the garage, don't worry. This is our honey. We are not doing bees this summer, but for the past 5 years, Mark has done bees, so we have lots of honey from the past 5 years because we get gallons of it. Whenever we start packing up the van and Luna sees everything going out the door, she watches out the window, wishing she could come along, huh? You hold down the fort while we're gone, okay? She's like, I'm not even gonna look at you. I want to go along. So I have this huge bag behind me. It has a blanket and towels. Got a cooler, got another cooler. We're getting everything in the car. The boys have packed life jackets, boats, lots of arguing and fighting going on. So hopefully going to the lake will make it a better morning for everybody. Got to come out to the garden and water really quick before we head off. Everything's looking really good. We've got some flowers on the zucchini. I have been out here doing lots of weeding, but you know, they always come back faster than I can weed. But I do have 4 beautiful rows of different types of lettuce I'm so excited about. That's where I've been doing most of my weeding so that we can actually harvest some of the lettuce. Thankfully, chickweed is also edible, and that's what is growing up around it. So if we get a little chickweed in our lettuce, that's fine. Got lots of really nice looking cabbage and broccoli over here. Okay, the green beans are not doing all that great over there. Several of the smaller broccoli plants that is not taken off like these, because these are broccoli, and then this little teeny tiny one here is broccoli. I don't know. They were different varieties. We do have a lot of peas coming up along the side, which is exciting. Right there, you see all this? These are pea plants. And as they get taller, we will try and get them to trellis on the fence, but they're coming up along the edge. All right, let's get to watering. These kids need to get to the lake. I like to come out in the evenings and do my weeding when it's not quite so warm. I just weeded out here for an hour 2 nights ago. You just would never know it. Weeds come back so fast. All right, locking up the garden to keep the moose out. All right, we've got Gus the bus loaded up with kayaks. Oh, here come the sand toys.
Yeah.
Kayaks, paddleboard, towels, life jackets, and children. Okay, go get in your seat. All right, for today's adventure, I have my 4 boys. We have our niece Reese with us, and then we're meeting some other cousins at the lake. We are going to Mirror Lake. It is about a 10-minute drive. It's about a 10-minute drive north of us. And on a warm, hot day, it feels like Hawaii. We continue to experience periods of smoke. You can see there's kind of a haze over the mountains. This wagon continues to come in handy. It's great for taking all our stuff down to the lake. We've got towels, food, life jackets, everything on here. Without it, it would be probably 3 trips down to the lake. It's not very far, but you know, whatever you can do to make it easier on yourself. This is Mirror Lake. Yes, it freezes over in the winter. Yes, we ice fish here. And yes, we go swimming here. That's just what Alaska kids do. A little bit smoky, but still warm and gorgeous. And the sun just makes its way around all day. We have nowhere to be this afternoon, so we're just gonna stay as long as we want to. Have some fun. Here's my lunch for the day. I've made a salad with pickled onions, feta cheese, pickled cucumbers somewhere down in there, and some ham. Kind of down to the end of our veggies, so this will just be the last salad, and then I gotta go to Costco tomorrow. It's good though. Yep, I think we've got to the point where we need to buy a second sup board because my kids are getting too heavy for these little kayaks that we have. They're starting to swamp them. They have like a 100-pound weight limit, so we're reaching a new phase where we need things for bigger kids. Well, I'm glad we got here early because it has gotten super busy. I cannot keep track of my kids out there. I know they all have life jackets on, so I'm okay, but man, it has gotten really, really busy. This is the most busy we've seen it all summer.
It is a really hot day.
It is a really hot day, yep. Well, the kids packed up around me while I was chatting. It is 4 o'clock. We've been here since 11, so that was a good full day.
You have the big shovel?
Yes. Here, let's hook this right here.
No.
Oh, the things we do for 4-year-olds. Okay, circle that way. You helping? Oh, no, you can't ride. You either have to push.
Or ride.
No, no ride. This isn't that strong.
Ride.
Nope, it's gonna flip. Get down. You can either push or just walk next to me. It is so full. I don't even, thank goodness for this huge van. I am walking by and I cannot get over how gorgeous these flowers have gotten. Love it. I just disturbed Luna's afternoon nap. Yeah. Yeah. You may be wondering how we get any sleep with so much daylight. Here's our answers. Blinds. Often we'll have blackout curtains. There's no curtains in here right now. They got ripped out. The sound machine for Everett helps his body realize it's time to go to bed. That's kind of just a trigger for him. Many people use melatonin. Sometimes your body just needs a little extra help knowing that it's time to go to sleep when it's so light out. Is that right, Luna? You never have any trouble falling asleep. You just love to sleep all the time, huh? Mark likes to sleep in the light. He likes to sleep with the window open in the summer, so we don't have blackout curtains. We do not have blinds. Sometimes if it's a warmer day, Alaskans do not have air conditioning, but I will turn on this fan next to the window and just get a cool breeze in here as we're falling asleep. I know, we're kind of weird. We sleep in the light. I don't use an eye mask. Because we don't have any neighbors that are close, we do not have lots of curtains and blinds. I've often gotten asked about that. We just don't feel the need for it in these open areas because people are not looking in our windows and we like all the light. Next up, Hunter has blinds that help his room be quite a bit darker. And these boys have blackout curtains. They are lined. They're not perfect. Some of them you can get that are thicker, and those help it to be quite a bit darker, especially later in the evening. The sun is not shining directly into their window, so it does get quite a bit darker in here. So pretty much it comes down to using blinds, curtains, sound machine, melatonin, and really sheer exhaustion to get to bed when the sun is shining all night. It's the truth. You just fall into bed exhausted. Thank you so much for spending the last few days with us as we show you what it's like to be living in the midnight sun. We're exhausted. We just try and cram so much in anytime it's sunny, anytime it's nice, that we end up being exhausted. There's just no way around it. If you have children, if you like adventure, you just go, 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 go all the time. Thank you so much for being here. We are so grateful for each and every one of you, and we'll see you real soon for more of This Alaska Life.